Hi, this is Ron Couillard from CADsoft Consulting. In this video, I'm going to discuss some more cool functionality of Civil 3D 2014 as it relates to pressure networks. In Civil 3D 2014, we now have the ability to create tables, move or slide parts, create networks from AutoCAD objects, and we can also create data shortcuts. So I'm going to get started by going in and making just a couple of network components. So I'm going to create my parts list, grab a surface, and let's go ahead and put some labels on these as well. So as I said, I'm just going to put a couple of parts in here, and we'll leave it at that. So one of the first things that we can do that I mentioned, if I go to the Annotate tab of the ribbon, I can go down to Add Tables, and we now have a pressure network table creation. So I'm going to do Add Pressure Pipe. Notice I can do this by network just like I could do with the gravity systems, or I could do it by selecting the objects. Click OK. And there we have it. We have a table for our pressure networks. Going back to the contextual ribbon for pressure networks, notice that we have the ability to move parts and slide parts. For example, if I were to click on this part, I can slide this along any part of the network, and the network updates. If I go back to the contextual ribbon, choose Move Part, it'll ask me to select the next part. And actually, I don't want to do that. So if I select Move Parts, it's going to ask me the first and second part to move. Specify a base point. Notice when I move them, the whole network stays connected. So that's pretty cool functionality. Let's go back to the Home tab of the ribbon now, and if we expand pipe networks, here's another new command to create the pressure network from an object. So just like we could do with gravity systems, we can do with pressure systems. Finally, we have the ability to create data shortcuts from our pressure networks. Now, like any other data shortcut, I'm going to have to save my drawing. After saving the drawing, I can come over and right-click on Data Shortcuts, say Create Data Shortcuts, and let's collapse everything else and select the pressure network. Click the OK button, and just like what we were able to do before, we now have data shortcuts for pressure networks.